So, Mike, I went to see the Phillies over the weekend. My wife is a Baltimore Orioles fan. I'm a Phillies fan. For a birthday/Christmas gift, she wanted to go see these interleague games. And, I thought I'd be driving home to a very unhappy wife. That was not the case both days. Phillies get swept by the Orioles, swept by the Blue Jays. It's a 1-8 homestand. And as I'm walking out of the stadium Saturday, this one guy says, "These guys need to be booed and booed hard." And I thought, they're 2 games ahead in first place.
Boo them and boo them hard,
Stop
my friend.
panicking, people. But what's up with the Phillies? Should we be panicked? They're still right now, as the Mets played on Monday night, we filmed this on a Tuesday, they're still, a game and a half up in first place.
Yeah, I got a game and a half.
Should we be panicking here? Should we be upset?
Well, I mean, the answer to should we be panicking in every situation in life is almost always no. I mean, you shouldn't be panicking. I think because of the Phillies' situation within the division is not very good. Because of that, things are okay, but the way they've played lately, there's some cause for concern.
What does it say about the division when the Phillies can go 1-8 and they're still in first place?
Yeah, right. Really haven't lost a whole lot of ground in so doing. But
I think the biggest lead they had was 4, so it's not like they've been running away.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I tell you what, if they could have gone a win span here like they should have to beat the Blue Jays, to beat the Orioles, they would be running away with it right now. But as you said, hey, there is some concern. There's some injuries, too, if they can get these guys back, right?
Yeah, sure. Ibanez is a great example of that. And of course, I remember Brett Myers. He might be gone for the year. But, another thing about this is very, very similar to last year's season.
Okay.
At almost this exact same point of the year, last year, they got swept by the Angels, and I think California Angels in a 4-game, series, interleague series, and did not play very well against the American League, and were sort of in a very similar spot, except I don't think they were in first place at the time.
Right, that's the big difference I see.
And the difference, the thing that's going to have to change is their starting rotation, just as it did last year. Now, last year, Myers went down to the minor leagues and got himself straightened out. And they acquired a guy who turned out to be very
Joe Blanton.
Joe Blanton, who ended up being excellent. So they sort of addressed that problem. In the second half of the year, their pitching was very, very good. I think they're going to have to address that problem again. It's that simple.
And it's not going to be a marquee stud name out there.
Bedard probably not.
Probably not. I don't see those guys even materializing. If they get a marginal guy, the Joe Blantons, the Kyle Loesch, the Jamie Moyers of the world, that's going to be just fine. What Bland did so well for him was he ate up innings. Right now, this bullpen's a little tired.
It's a snowball effect.
Yeah, it really is. I think they're a little bit burned out right now. You got to get them into the 7th inning, not the 6th inning, get these guys some chances at their arms.
If your starting pitching doesn't go deep, tremendous pressure on your bullpen, which accumulates over time physically as well as mentally and emotionally, and pressure on your offense. If you're getting behind every game, I think that sort of gets inside the hitters' heads a little bit. And I think we saw some really bad at-bats from the Phillies over the last week or so, swinging at bad pitches, which they normally are pretty good at, that whole thing of working the count and controlling the strike zone. Have not been very good at it lately. Might not be a big deal. Might just be a short-term thing. It's a long season, folks. But again, very similar to what happened to them last year, and you remember how that played out.
That was a good thing.